Oh, good to go. All right. So I'm Dr. Ted Van from Life Magnetics. We do RNA sample preparation. So before I really go into the pitch, I first have to explain to you what the heck is RNA sample preparation. So RNA, if you compare your body to a computer, DNA is like the hard drive. It contains a list of every program and file, so to speak, that you can run. RNA is like the actively running programs. So it's like whatever's in RAM. When you do DNA sequencing, you're looking at every file in your body. When you do RNA sequencing, you're looking at what programs are active and in what frequency. So the reason why this is important, currently RNA testing is 40% of medical diagnostics, or not medical diagnostics, molecular diagnostics specifically. But when the Endpoint News interviewed 500 biopharma executives from the top 20 companies, their top answers for what would be the biggest growth areas in the next 10 years were gene editing, RNA tech, and gene therapies. So they believe RNA tech, even though it's 40% of molecular testing now, will be one of their big growth areas. And why is that? Well, in general, so DNA testing promised to deliver personalized medicines, right? So you get your DNA sequenced, and then your doctor is going to tell you what drugs, for example, you should be on. So I assume most of you feel pretty well now. That's why you're here. If you were sick, you'd be at home. But what if in a month now your joints are hurting and you want to know why? You go to the doctor. Are they going to give you a DNA test? Of course not. That's ridiculous. Why does it sound ridiculous? Because you get the same DNA now that you will for a month from now, right? There you've learned nothing. What RNA testing is, in comparison though, is you're looking at what programs are running and what frequency. So your joints are hurting. It could be from rheumatoid arthritis, which is an overactive inflammation genes in the joints. So in doing this, you can get excellent diagnostic information. For example, let's say you're giving a drug to a patient. You do testing before you get the drug to identify the disease. Then the expression profile will change as a result of you delivering the drug. So you adjust the dosage. So you can do it multiple times, basically, for every drug that you have, and that's why it's potentially a large money. At the University of Michigan Genomic Sequencing Corps, 95% of their sequencing experiments last year were for RNA testing, not DNA testing. So all of that, what's the problem? So in molecular biology, the first problem you experience is sample preparation. Sample preparation is the process by which you take a raw sample and get it ready for analysis. You always, what goes into the instruments is this vial. So this is a blood sample process, specifically my blood sample, collected in a tube that looked exactly like that, but I forgot to take a picture, so it's a stock photo. But this is what the instruments take because they can't take the raw sample. So we do the step of preparing raw samples for analysis. The problem is that DNA has a half-life of 531 years and RNA has a half-life of 28 minutes. That means that you can't have the RNA equivalent of 23 in Ancestry.com because you can't get the sample back to the lab before all is degraded. In 2 hours, 96% of an RNA sample is degraded. So what we have done is we've developed a carbon material which sequesters RNA to keep it stable for analysis. So if there's no RNA bound, you get this sort of even solution. When there's RNA bound, it aggregates around the RNA, protects it, and stabilizes it for transport. And when you're ready to process the sample, you put a magnet next to this vial, and the carbon material has a magnetic core which pulls it out and wash out all the other stuff. And that's how you purify out RNA for analysis. So that's a picture of our product. We manufactured this in Detroit, and with funding from the National Science Foundation, primarily from the National Science Foundation, but also from Michigan Economic Development Corporation. We did a comparison study from products from Merck, Roche, and Kyyba, and we showed that our product will stabilize RNA for testing for up to 25 days. The alternative, most common method is to ship the purified RNA with 5 pounds of dry ice per day of storage. And compared to that, it only lasted 7 days. So we don't need the 5 pounds of dry ice per day of storage, and it still does a better job preserving the sample. And the purity, in terms of this, also can just be used as a general RNA sample prep product, and our general metrics for purity yield were better than the competing products. So our revenue model is we sell the product amazingly. That doesn't happen too often. Our largest competitor is Kyyba. They have 40% of the universe target. So their 50 reaction kits are 323, their 200 reaction kits are 1,420. We sell our 50 for 190 and our 250 for 750. Our 50 reaction kit costs us $25 to manufacture, and our 250 is about $35. The team is myself. My PhD is in material science. I did development physics simulations for semiconductor services in graduate school. My co-founder is Rashad Kalla. He did aging research in the Miller Lab at the University of Michigan, developing anti-aging compounds. Andy Redder has done 2 exits in the area recently. One was Army Bioscience for the 2010 Accelerate Michigan winners, sold them for $30 million Beauregard, and SolarLink Technologies to organize and before. And Bob, CEO of Dexterity Diagnostics, they do RNA next generation sequencing. Our apps are the Van Andel Institute is around here, so if you know people. Right now our issue is manufacturing, but we hope we're going to solve that in the next month. That's why we're raising $100,000. I'm still working on the manufacturing details, but that should be done in about a month. And if you have contacts around here, talk to me. We're also looking for business development, people who specifically work with life science tools previously. Thank you very much.